Ginger Spice from New Jersey, and you are listening to Caribbean Vibes Radio, the very best online radio station. Caribbean Vibes Radio, number one. Keep it locked.
If we forsake that foundation, we will never make it right, no.
Yeah, from the heart of the Caribbean into North America. Yeah, this is Stan Vigila presenting Chris Whilby and KVR Radio, Caribbean Vibes Radio with the Vibe Master. Yeah, man.
But if we seek for love, we will never fail. This is what I know, no greater than love. And if we seek for love, we will always prevail. This is what I know, no greater than love. Love is always right, deeper than any ocean and more than emotion. Yeah, love is true, that will always conquer. Love will climb any mountain. Trodden through this wilderness, come to Christ and He will wipe away the emptiness. 'Cause no love has ever been greater, given unto us from the Creator. So get caught up in this world, for all that's in the world is only fading away. If you seek for love,
nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York is home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check, check, check.
And I am lost.
I am here. I am here. I am here. I am here.
Even say why.
I am here. I am in the house. I'm in the building.
Leaving.
I am ready. I am ready. I am rocking. I'm ready to go. I'm rearing. Wow, 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 wow. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing this evening?
And they all became one. Except for the name, a few other changes to talk about me. The story is the same one.
Yes, yes, yes. Your Jamaican boy. Your Jamaican boy is in the house. Your Jamaican boy is in the building. How are you? This is Chris Whilby show. It's the international show with a Jamaican vibe.
I don't like to swear, but I hate the sound of being.
My day again, my day again, family. My day again. Boy, oh boy. Boy. Hey, listen, I don't know if I can manage this show this evening here now. I honestly do not know if I can manage, if I can handle this show this evening. There is so much to do, so much to talk about. But I want to give a big shout out to everybody tuning in right about now, wherever you're tuning in from, whether you're tuning in from St. Thomas in the East in Jamaica, or Timbuktu in Africa. It is indeed good. It is indeed good. It is good. Everything is good. Everything. We have life, you know. And as long as we have life, we have to give thanks and praise, yeah? Giving thanks and praise for everything. With all our breath, we have to give him thanks, because we have to give him thanks in everything, yeah? So yes, ladies and gentlemen, it will be 2 hours of information and music and just a whole lot of fun, yeah? So at this moment, I'm going to ask you to send out, those of you tuning in on YouTube, I want you to send out the link. Those of you tuning in on Fit FM 96.7, good evening to you and my Linkage Radio family. My Linkage Radio family. Boy, oh boy, I'm loving a body now. Love. I pull a Fab 5 pound, you know, man. I look. Yeah, man, loving a bad. Linkage Radio massive. Good evening. Hold on. Why I tell you, all kinds of things happening. And this evening we're going to play some Christmas carol. Yeah, we'll start play Christmas carol now. And some gospel music. Yeah, that's the kind of mood that I'm in this evening. However, in the rollout, I have to give my little preamble before we get into the meat of the matter. And, this is a show where we inform, we uplift, and of course, we do entertain. Can't leave out that part of it. We inform, we uplift, and we entertain. Or we do it while we are entertaining you. So, watch this. We have, by now would have heard that the President of the United States, yes, he's still the President of the United States, Joe Biden, has pardoned his son, Hunter Biden. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, it has caused all kinds of consternation. And, he got me thinking, because I ended up in an argument with a family member about the same thing. And person said to me that Biden lied, because Biden said that he wasn't going to pardon Hunter. He would never pardon Hunter. Right? I said, okay, well, fine, yeah. He can't change his mind. Can't he change his mind? Other thing is, person said that Trump would never say he's not going to pardon somebody and then turn around and pardon them. Because Trump always talk plainly and openly at the things that he's going to do. And you see, that is a problem that we have become accustomed to this man brazenly lying to us that sometimes we don't even know when he's lying. Or we have accepted that he is such a liar that we are willing to just call it, as plain spoken. He is liar, he's a cheat, he is disgusting, he is rude and crude. But we have come to accept that. And so most people would want the Democrats to always be perfect. And they want the Democrats to always stay within the they want them to be decent all the time. And let me tell you something, and let me explain something to you. That's why Democrats didn't win, because Democrats are people. It's like everybody want the Democrats to always play by the rules. Play by the rules, uphold law and order, and even to your detriment, you must just play nice all the time. 100% of the time, you must play nice. That's what people want the Democrats to do. That's what they want the President of the United States to do. If you go back and you look at the campaign, while Kamala Harris was out there being the decent human being, the adult in the room, laying out policies, being almost perfect, running a perfect campaign, you had another guy who was on the stumps talking about people's private parts. Literally, I'm not kidding you. He was talking and joking about people's private parts, calling people names, insulting people. But guess what? That is what eventually won the election. Not the decent person who was putting out policies. And I know that a lot of my listeners, I don't know if a lot, but some of my listeners did not like Kamala Harris. They did not like Kamala Harris. And when I look at it, yeah, you can dislike Kamala Harris. Nobody's forcing anybody to like anybody. But when you put up Kamala Harris against that man, and then you come and talk to me, come on, man. I don't want anybody to talk to me about decency. If you support that man, I do not want you to talk to me about decency. I don't want you to talk to me about upholding Christianity. I don't want you to talk to me about... Please, just don't. If you supported that man and if you voted for that man, I cannot have a respectable dialogue with you. It is just plain and simple. The man has no moral standing. So what most people want is for Democrats, including the President of the United States, to come to a gunfight with a knife. Do you guys believe for 1 minute that if Donald Trump's son was charged and convicted that he would not have pardoned him? Do anybody at all who, including some idiotic Democrats, some spineless Democrats, who are here clutching their pearls right now and rolling their panties in a bunch. Yeah. Some spineless Democrats are out there criticizing the President of the United States for protecting his son. And this guy who is coming in campaigned. He campaigned on the fact that he is going to pardon the January 6 criminals that were charged, tried, convicted, and sentenced by the justice system of this country. He said he was going to pardon every one of them. He campaigned on that. He repeated it over and over. He ran on it and he won. And Democrats are coming to talk to me, talk to American people, are talking about how Joe Biden has given him ammunition. Nobody need to give this guy anything. Nobody need to give this guy squat. He's going to do what he wants to do. He said he was going to do it, and he's going to do it whether Joe Biden did this or not. I don't blame Joe Biden for pardoning his son. It's his son. I don't care that he said he wasn't going to pardon him. I do not care. Matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned, ladies and gentlemen, the presidency of the union, there is no law and order. America just voted in a convicted. What are we talking about here? Am I in La La Land? Am I in La La Land? America has just voted for a convicted criminal to be the president of the United States. And now you're talking about Joe Biden. Everybody's up in arms about Joe Biden issuing a pardon for his son, where he did not break any law. This is a tool that the president of the United States has. It's a pardon power that every president has. There's no, he didn't break any law. He's just using a tool that is it is within the gamut of the president of the United States. It's as simple as that, and he's using it. So, kind of upset this evening still, you know, because of the nonsense that I hear Democrats and Republicans, and the hypocrisy of it all. The hypocrisy of it all. People are crying out for him to pardon Donald Trump. Right now, they're saying he should pardon Donald Trump. But yet, the same people, I kid you not, I saw Stephen A. Smith cussing out Joe Biden. He literally said Joe Biden is full of it for pardoning his son. And in the next breath, he said Joe Biden should pardon Trump. And I am like, you guys, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. But anyway, I am going to play a clip for you, see? And I want you, because the talking point this evening is going to be a little bit extended, because we got to set the record straight. We ain't messing around here. We're setting the record straight.
And Democrats continue to publicly push back against President Biden's decision to pardon his son Hunter.
National correspondent Matt Galka has more on the bipartisan pushback.
The decision by the president to pardon his son Hunter Biden is being skewered across the board.
Democrats have a moral perch from which they can judge without shame, hypocrisy, or nuance.
Breaking news, President Biden has issued a pardon for his son Hunter Biden.
While it's been good fodder for late night shows, there's been strong pushback against it. even from members of the president's own party.
Then you do pardon him, putting the personal ahead of your responsibilities to the American people. It just gives the American people a sense that there's one system for the rich and powerful and another system for everybody else.
And the Senate's top Democrat wouldn't answer questions on it.
I got nothing for you on that. As I said, I got nothing for you on that. Thank you. I've got nothing for you on that. Any other subjects? Any other subjects?
The sweeping nature of the pardon shields Hunter Biden from legal trouble he's already been convicted of and any other potential crimes over an 11-year period. It's a saga that began with claims his laptop was Russian disinformation. That laptop was eventually authenticated and used as criminal evidence against Biden. A number of Republicans have bashed the flip-flop decision after the president had repeatedly promised to not pardon his son.
Well, I'll put it this way. If it was my son, I'd pardon him too. But here's what I didn't like. Don't lie to us. Don't tell us you're not going to do it and then do it. That's not what a president should be like.
The White House says more pardons are coming, and that could include other members of the Biden family. Critics say that the pardon sets a new political precedent and probably gives Donald Trump the push he needs to do broad pardons of his own during his next term in office. Reporting in Washington, I'm Matt Gelka.
According to them, this is what it. This is what Trump is going to use to. Oh, so because he pardoned, I'm going to listen, people. It's nonsense. Trump is going to do what Trump is going to do. But there is more.
President Biden is letting his son off the hook for the federal crimes that he committed. This weekend, of course, he pardoned Hunter. And it's important to point out, and everyone has, and even many Democrats are now expressing their great disappointment and their dismay, because the president promised us over and over and over, repeatedly, unequivocally. He told the American people that he would not issue a pardon for his son, and then he did it. It was more than 10 occasions. We have the receipts. It's all on video. They made formal official declarations to that point. The White House said he wouldn't do it, but he did. So he misled the American people. And a lot has been recounted over the last couple of days since that happened, that it's just like when he said the border was secure. It's just like when he said that Bidenomics was...
Anyway, yeah. And it's just like when Trump, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You get it. You get the drift, ladies and gentlemen. So that's where we are right now. But there is more.
It's true that President Biden had said he wouldn't pardon his son. And it may or may not be related, but would it change your mind at all if, after you made a pledge like that, the incoming next president then announced that he planned to remove the director of the FBI and install in his place someone who has literally published a hit list of people he wants to go after once Trump is back in power? There are 60 names on this list. This guy published it as an appendix, as Appendix B to one of his recent books. Not his series of books that describe Trump as King Donald. No, those are his 3 books for kids. No, the one with the 60 names on a list of who he's going to go get in Trump's name once Trump is back in power, that's a book he wrote presumably for adults. So what would you do? What would you do if, after you made that pledge to not pardon your son, that's what the next president said he was going to do to U.S. law enforcement? What would you do? What is reasonable to demand of a man after what's been done to your son already, right? You ready to put him back in the barrel? Honestly, maybe what President Biden should have done is not just pardon his son, Hunter, but name him ambassador to France, right? Maybe then the response, the criticism of the decision would be a little more muted. I mean, consider it, right? Donald Trump, the president-elect, used his pardon power to give pardons to his longest-serving political advisor, his campaign chairman, his campaign manager, his national security advisor. He gave pardons to 7 different Republican congressmen convicted of dozens of felonies. Who he's going to go get in Trump do to U.S. law enforcement. What was his pardon power? To give pardons to his longest-serving political advisor, his campaign chairman, his campaign manager, his national security advisor. He gave pardons to 7 different Republican congressmen convicted of...
Right there. Hold the tape right there. Hold the tape right there. Republican Congressman Trump pardoned Chris Collins, Duncan Hunter, Steve Stockman, Rick Renzi, Randall, what's his name? Mark Silgender, Robin Hayes. So, people talking about he pardoned Hunter, but there is more.
Of dozens of felonies. He pardoned the father of his son-in-law. 50 names on this list. This guy published it term, and now this weekend, this astonishing thing to do, an astonishing length against him by hiring a prostitute.
I'm trying to go after
dozens of felonies.
All right, here we go.
He pardoned the father
of
his son-in-law.
Listen this. Listen this.
His daughter is married to Jared Kushner. He pardoned Jared Kushner's father. This man tried to blackmail and intimidate a witness in a federal criminal case against him by hiring a prostitute to seduce the witness and lure him back to a hotel room where the guy had staged a hidden camera. He filmed the sexual encounter and then sent the tape to the wife of the witness to intimidate both the witness and the wife into not testifying against him. And that is an astonishing thing to do, an astonishing length to go to commit the crime of witness intimidation. It is a whole other level of insanity when you consider that the woman this guy sent the tape to was his own sister. Because it was his brother-in-law, his sister's husband, who was going to be the witness against him in this criminal investigation, along with potentially his sister herself. So this is what he did to his own sister in order to try to shut down the case. In order to try to shut down those witnesses. His name is Charles Kushner. His son Jared is married to Ivanka Trump. And so he got a pardon. He got a pardon. Charles Kushner served 2 years in federal prison, but then I'm sure just on the merits of the case, he got a full pardon from Donald Trump in Trump's first term. And now this weekend, Trump just named him, that same guy, that ex-con, he just announced that he will name him ambassador to France. And he did that announcement right after he announced that the father of the guy married to his other daughter, Tiffany, he will be Trump's senior advisor on the Middle East. And so, yeah, cue all the hand-wringing and gnashing of teeth today about a president using his power, his pardon power, his powers as president, to do something for a family member. I mean, Trump pardoned a family member and then named him ambassador to France. A man who has no qualifications whatsoever to be America's ambassador to France. Trump pardoned the owner of the 49ers football team and has now nominated his son-in-law to be the head of the DEA. The guy is a local sheriff. He has no apparent qualifications to lead the Drug Enforcement Administration other than being a local sheriff and being related to a rich guy who Trump pardoned. The Surgeon General Trump just announced. She is a random doctor from the Fox News channel who has her own celebrity line of vitamins. She has no apparent qualifications for being Surgeon General at all, other than the fact that she's a doctor, and she's the sister-in-law of the guy who he just named to be National Security Advisor. So sure, obviously, why not? The guy he's just named to lead the Navy has zero experience with the U.S. Navy or with literally anything having to do with any part of the United States military. But the guy did hold a $12 million fundraiser for Trump at his multi-million-dollar home, which famously features a mirrored floor. So, you can see up people's skirts while they're standing in the living room at the fundraiser. You think I'm kidding? Look it up. Trump named someone who the U.S. government once felt the need to put on a terrorism watch list to be the new director of national intelligence. He named an accused child sex trafficker to be attorney general. He named an HHS secretary who says heroin helps him read better and Wi-Fi gives you leaky brain. And I'm just going to mention this one more time. He named his convicted felon relative to be our nation's ambassador in Paris.
Yeah. I'm going to leave it there. So you get the story. And I'm done with that one. Because I brought all the receipts. For everybody who is going to be up in a, this hula or whatever about the man protecting his son, knowing that if he did not do that, Donald Trump was going to come and destroy him. And Donald Trump does not play by the rules. And to see the media, the traditional media, I am so disgusted. So disgusted. They always try to make it, Democrats must play by the rules and Republicans do whatever the hell they want to do. Come on. It's time to wake up, people. You saw everything that Donald Trump did. He's putting in place a cabinet of crooks. Of crooks. All of the, look how many people. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. I am just so out of it this evening. Sister Pat, how are you doing this evening? Sister Andrea, how are you? Hey, you know what? We have the hot topic coming your way shortly. I want to say good evening to Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music. And of course, the big bad Linkage Radio. How's everybody doing? It is Thursday. And you know if it's Thursday, this is how we do it, right?
You don't know how him control my destiny. My God, this really not a mystery. Yo, it written down in history.
I am in this bus from New Jersey and you are listening to Caribbean Vibes Radio, the very best online radio station. Caribbean Vibes Radio, #1. Keep it locked.
Chains or strongholds cannot bind me. There you are. There you are. You're right.
Good
Good
evening,
night.
good evening. You're live on the radio. How are you?
Well, I just got to make one comment.
Yes, sir.
I had a campaign song for the last election.
Mm-hmm.
Chase that crazy ball out of town.
here. Yes.
And I still support that song, a Bob
Yes.
Marley song. We
Mhm.
gotta keep on chasing this crazy ball out of town, and I'm not gonna back up.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. You know, I tell you, man. You know, I got so worked up this week. You know, I told myself that I was, gonna keep it level-headed and just. But when I see especially the Democrats falling for the nonsense, as if because the guy pardoned his son, it is going to give this other guy ammunition. Nobody need to give this guy ammunition. This guy is gonna do whatever the hell he wants to do.
Look at the amount of people this guy is pardoning.
Exactly.
That should not be pardoned. Look at the amount of them. Him send this guy ambassador for the United States to France.
Mm-hmm.
How could that be after what he has done?
And guess what?
He himself should not be president. He has been convicted of 34 cases.
Okay.
I don't even understand the system that allow him to be president again.
And then the media wants us to believe that the worst thing that has happened in recent history is Joe Biden pardoning his son. That's how they want us, what they want us to believe, because everybody is.
But I don't see the cases against the son. I don't consider them to be extremely over the edge.
No. A lot of it was because of his relationship to the president. The case that they brought against him, like he did not pay his taxes on time. Come on. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about that because, you know, I am on here, so I don't want anybody to come after me. But a whole lot of us don't pay our taxes on time, and we get penalties and whatever, and then we pay up and whatever, and nobody not to prosecute us because the interest and penalties.
There's a large amount of people who haven't paid their taxes for an extended
period of time,
and nothing happened to them.
No, exactly, and he was prosecuted for that, and he was prosecuted for having a gun or something. But America, we're it's a gun culture where they tell everybody that everybody need to have a gun. The Republicans, the hypocrisy. That's what I'm saying. We're the Republicans. So the law, it suits them. They prosecute you when it suits them. You know?
The level of hypocrisy here is too high.
Yeah.
Too high. The hypocrisy is too high. When are they going to correct that? They need to find a way to correct that. The hypocrisy level is too high.
Yeah, man. And then, you know, everybody's out of their minds talking about this nonsense. I do not care. I would have done the exact same thing. If I was, which president wouldn't want to protect it? It's not like the man went out there and commit murder. They charge him for some stupid things. And okay, fine. He allowed the charges, he allowed the case to go through and, you know, reach its conclusion, and, you know, he's about to leave the presidency. Now you have the guy that Trump has nominated to be his FBI director.
Yeah.
He has a hit list that he says that he's going after people. No, the Biden family
should never get that. He should not get that. He should not get that job.
Well,
and in any case, six Republican senators is voting against him. They're getting ready to vote against him.
Well, I hope so. You know.
So it will be 6 plus the 47 Democrats. Put it at 53. That will knock him out. He won't make it.
And I hope that a lot of them don't make it, you know, so that this man can knock some sense into him head, you know, that, boy, look, you cannot do the things that you're proposing to do. It's just immoral, you know, and it's just not right. The man is stacking the cabinet with millionaires and billionaires and the sex offenders and criminals.
It's a very high level of, but it's a very high level of hypocrisy. It's highly hypocritical. Why do we have him making these choices?
Why? Yeah, I can answer the question. It's America voted for the criminal, so if you voted for a criminal, you know what do you expect to get?
Yeah, you must fill up the cabinet with criminals.
Yeah, I mean, birds of a feather flock together. It's as simple as that.
Oh man,
you know
that has to be corrected. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it has to be corrected.
We'll see what happens. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. Thank you very much for the call, my brother.
Good, okay.
Hey, this is Prado.
Never leave me alone. No, my God will take me out. That's who you are. That's who you are. You're my superstar. There you are. That's who you are. That's who you are. My superstar. There you are. That's who you are. There you are. Your eyes are on me. Your eyes are on me.
Hello, good evening. You're live on the radio.
Good evening, Mr. Willoughby.
Hey, how are you, madam?
Well, I'm here listening. as usual, and I really thank you and appreciate you for the news.
Yes.
Because I called the program yesterday, and I felt the way how you and the caller felt. Because if them when Trump this my president, one son to death, after so much things, the other party is found guilty. You know what? When the shoe is on one foot, it suits. But when it goes to the other person mustn't say anything, but they must just swallow it.
Yeah.
And that's what they are doing. But I'm so appreciative of the broadcast that you're giving us.
Yes, man. Thank you very much.
Who in the right mind and leave their son in there for this person. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, it's a level of hypocrisy. You know, it's
in
ridiculous.
their right mind.
Yes.
Leave them one son in the for this person. He did the right thing, and I applaud him, and I thank you for this news.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Caller, go ahead.
You know, what do you expect from a criminal, a low-down, rotten, dirty scoundrel, a charlatan, miscreant? Because the people who's put in there, there's not anything wrong with them. Because that, remember say, he must say anything wrong with what he did. He's always grown up, he did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. He never admitted anything. So, what do you think is going to be the standard? What do you think is going to be the standard? Not him?
Yeah.
What's the standard?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's going to be the standard. So we shouldn't be surprised because he's a standard bearer.
But the thing is, you know,
he's a standard bearer.
We expect anything from that guy, right? Because he's who he is, and he has he's not hiding. He's campaigned on who he is. America voted for him. All right, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even worried about him. The issue that I have is with the Democrats. Standby caller. The issue I have is with the Democrats and the news media who is portraying this to be like Biden just committed crimes against humanity by pardoning his son. Everybody, this uproar about what, and I'm like, just settle down.
Yeah, I see them, you know, and this bipartisan thing. It's problem with Democrats that they always want to take the moral high ground.
Yeah, yeah.
And Republican don't have.
They don't play by the rules. They don't play by the rules at all.
No, they don't play by the rules. No, it's obvious. It's obvious. They don't know them law now. They don't the values. The whole Republicans and all the lackeys over Fox and Meghan Kelly, that is lying one. I remember the lying in last, well, all of them, all of his press secretaries, are they're liars from Spicer down to Sarah Sanders and then last the one with named Kayleigh McEnany. Them lie to the core. And here Kayleigh McEnany is self-righteous, coming, like you talk about the Christians calling President Biden liar and cheat. Who lie like the Lion King out of the Mar-a-Lago?
Well,
I don't understand.
We are.
He's liar and cheat, and the Lion King is Mr. Truth, and that's why he has the gall to be naming his social media Truth. What a gall! So in other words, anything that is on there is truth. That is the inverted world. Right. So, President Biden must leave his son out there, hang out his son to dry, so they can do anything with him.
Yes.
As they say they would. Let them go from there.
I tell you.
I'm talking about this just because him say, he wouldn't pardon him. Give me a break. Things change. And I talk about, now this going to give the Lion King, excuse to pardon, the January 6th criminals. You already said going to do it.
He already said he was going to do it.
Right. So this is no it's no
news.
excuse or whatever it is,
Exactly.
justification for that, you know. I mean, this is a criminal enterprise, you know. And then see wrong as right and right as wrong.
Yes, sir.
That's the same guy exit. Of course, you know, this awkward issue is no fluke. Last Christmas Eve, last New Year's Eve, when the Fox, this is what I call it by name. The Fox New Year's Eve event they had in Knoxville. I saw exit in one of those above ground pool, you know, the pool you can buy, like inflated pool, and he had it full of champagne, and he was pouring champagne, and he gave it to minor kids, they know maybe no more longer than 7 and 8 year old. Pour champagne and give them, and I'm saying, well, look at that, and then he jumped into the pool of champagne and drink from the bottle. It's there and take. I'm sure Fox is hiding that. It's there. But when I saw that last year, I said, are you kidding me? You give your kids some champagne, the alcohol beverage, and then go off in a tub of pool of champagne and drink from the bottle. So this thing about him alcoholism is no lie. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look, man, don't expect anything from them because they're in a whole different league by themselves.
All
Different
right.
league.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for the call.
Yeah, it's just the hypocrisy of it, but they're in a whole different league. Don't be surprised. Because they're who they are and what they are. And
Yeah.
the standards are so low.
For real.
So low. And there's a criminal who's leading them. So I'm going to bring that to black men both I'm one of you because of criminality.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
And unfortunately, a lot of black men voted for him. So, you know.
Exactly.
There's
Because,
that.
you know,
'Cause,
he's one of them.
I am just, you know. Well, I tell you, that's another topic for another day, though. All right. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening. I know those two voices very well. I'm John Hines from the talk show at Linkage Radio.
Yes, Mr. Hines. Yes, sir. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Not too bad at all. Hanging in there. The first gentleman I spoke to, my co-host, is my co-host from Atlanta. We call him MS.
MS, yes.
You know something? I look at the Biden scenario strictly from a humanitarian perspective. Strictly. I lost my son 33 years ago. And I think of him every friggin' day. Every day I think of JJ. I regret that I haven't sent him back to Jamaica last summer. I got him into the Mount Vernon High School. So these things live with you as a parent for life.
Yes.
Mr. Biden has given this country more than anyone else his entire life of public service. He became a senator at age 29. Now 81 years old. He has given his entire life
Yes.
to this country. Now, he lost his baby, his baby daughter, and his first wife in a car accident. He lost his son, who he really admired, was being set up to be governor or whatever of Baltimore because of cancer. Let the man see him laugh, pity the man. How much longer can Biden will live? Around 10, 15 years? Let them stay in son. Strictly from a humanitarian perspective.
Exactly.
And these friggin' animals who call themselves human beings, I chastise this man because he goes down as one of the greatest presidents of all times. In my book. He goes on easily as one of the greatest presidents of all times. Didn't too like how she ran her election thing. I was very nervous about the election because she should have been beating Trump by 15, 20 points. She was 1 point ahead, 1 point behind. That's some narrow thing like. And I was very nervous about the election. Very, very nervous.
Yes, yes.
But the fact of the matter is that he has won in 30 seats as it stands right now. And the fact of the matter simply is this. Give President Joseph Biden, who has given his entire friggin' life to supporting this country. He has given his entire life to public service. And you're going to kill him because he goes back on his word? He realized that Trump and his animals, Trump and
All right, I think we lost that caller there. Sorry about that, caller. You can call back, Mr. Hines. You can call us back, but I think we lost the feed there. All right.
You want to know what's in my baggage? I got a couple of King James version there and a head of cabbage. Excuse me, ma'am. Want one too? I'm a hustler. Omari, pass the NIV from behind the color loop. Working all day from 9 to 5. Hustling some souls without in my mind. Whatever it takes, I'm ready to shine. I'm giving my all and dedicating my life. I'm a hustler. Real road monger. I'm a hustler. Good news carrier. I'm a hustler. Real Bible juggler. I'm a hustler. Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of those programs, you know what I mean? It's one of those programs where we just have to vent, you know?
I'm ready for the hustler, the bustler. Yo! From the slum and to the street to the suburb, from the church to the corners, give them the word. When you think say man a hustle, you move, you have a nerve. Man a real God, man we coulda never hustle. I'm a hustler.
All right, so you know how we're gonna go to the hot topic. We're gonna go to the hot topic in just a moment.
Every day.
Because yes, we have the hot topic in there too. You know, we have the hot topic in there.
Hustler, let's go with
We have the hot topic.
Mention them before them start to judge with them. Check the content. I am not trying to be rude, but we don't need your consent. Figure our blood claim may contain as a New Testament and Old Testament. Will you crush out pestilent? Where you convict them of them sins and make them run go repent? I'm a hustler. Today special. A Bible. I'm a hustler. Bible and street pass Sunday. I'm a hustler. Bible and peanut per Monday. I'm hustling some souls. Newspaper, Bible, and Tuesday. Working all day from 9 to 5. Every day. Hustling some souls with God on my mind. I got it, boss. Whatever it takes, I'm ready to shine. I'm giving my all and dedicating my life. I'm a hustler. Here, fierce juggler. I'm a hustler. Prime time hustler. I'm hustling some souls, hustler. Good news carrier. I'm a hustler. I don't dreaming either. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Hustle too soon a New York and me give thanks. I'm hustle too more over England. Touch back a yard, bring to a new Kingston. Win to Palinetta, Pakistan. Can't wait till me touch Afghanistan. Cross the border into Iran. Use the Quran to cover me King James version. I'm going some solar Sudan. I'm a hustler. Real Bible juggler. I'm a hustler. When me a juggle Bible, me no rap. I'm a hustler. Stuff all a Bible in a baby doll and call it a baby altar call. I'm hustling some souls. Me say the youth them get a PlayStation. I never know says a Bible to win the whole nation. Now ramp with me. Me a real Bible warrior. God good news here. Study here the word.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we have some hot stuff. It's a hot topic. It's now time for the hot topic. No, believe it or not, yeah, that wasn't the hot topic. What we had going on was not the hot topic. So we're gonna give you the hot topic in just a moment. Right now, trying to find that to put it up for you. The hot topic. Brought to you by CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, covering the globe like no one else can. It is always hot, always blazing. The hot topic. Do you have a hot topic? If you have a hot topic, don't hesitate to send it to us at info@CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. Info@CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. The hot topic right here on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Let me get this call and then we're going to go into the hot topic. All right. Good evening, caller. You're live on the radio.
Yes, sir. John Hines.
Yes, Mr. Hines. Yes. Finish up your thought. Yes. Sorry about that. Yeah, we got disconnected.
Have you been with us for a while with Linkage Radio as well, too? I mean, my co-host just called me, MS. Called me from Atlanta to listen to what he was going to say, which I listened to.
Yes.
Very bright guy.
Yes.
He has some ideas about Jamaica, which are, in fact, possibly influencing Jamaica at this point, in terms of water resources and things like that. He's very, very strong on agriculture, very, very strong on agriculture for exports. He's also very strong on manufacturing.
Right.
And I think that I'm trying to get the Minister of Agriculture to come on our show to discuss agriculture and what the impact it can really have in Jamaica and how can it be done, you know?
Yes, Mr. Hines, I carry your program on my station in the days, you know. So, yeah, man, I carry your program.
Well, I didn't know that.
So I listen to you. I listen to you sometimes when I get a chance in the afternoons. Yeah, man. I listen to the program, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, man. I carry the program.
I didn't realize that. Thanks a whole lot. And your name again? Say your name, so Mr.
Yes, well, it's Chris Whilby.
Mr. Whilby. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Whilby, yes, sir. I don't know if I can welcome you to our audience. It's quite. Our audience is very. You might hear them on the radio sometimes, but them bigger us bad enough.
Oh, Linkage Radio Massive. Yeah, man. I call them the Linkage Radio Massive, you know. Yes, man. The Linkage Radio Massive. I feel my people. May I adapt them, you know. I feel my people, man.
God bless you, man. Thanks a lot. I'll can meet you one of these days. What are your hours? What time do you come on?
Well, I am on this program here, the Chris Whilby Show, every Thursday at 8 o'clock from 8 to 10. It's a 2-hour program.
Yes, sir.
And then I have a gospel program on Sunday evenings. But I'm not on Linkage Radio on a Sunday evening.
Can you call our show tomorrow afternoon, Mr. Whilby?
Yes, man. I can try to do that. Sometimes I am occupied during the time, so sometimes I can listen, but there are times when I can't call. But if I get the time, I'll certainly call.
You have the number for the station, the 2914 number?
Tell you what you do, Mr. Hines.
Yes,
send me a message on my WhatsApp. Send me a message on my WhatsApp. You have a pen near you?
Well, I'm pencil can write to 48. Right, Mr. Whilby.
Yes, it's 508
508
762
762
7621.
7621.
Yes.
Well, it's an honor to talk to you, sir. I like the way you talk, and I was hoping to radio about another Caribbean man who probably even more vigorous than I am on the radio.
Hey, Mr. Hines, I call you already, and we had a robust debate, you know. Yeah, a few months ago, before the election. So yes, man. Because I was actually listening into the program. I don't remember what the topic was, and I did call the station, and we had a robust discussion. So.
You're the madman and scream, John Hines.
All right, Mr. Hines. I have another topic that I need to deal with also.
I'll be in touch. I give a thing tomorrow.
Yes, man. No problem. Take it easy. All right. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Hines. Appreciate it much. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the hot topic, and let's get to the hot topic. All right, so let's see if we can get into the hot topic this evening. So, here is what's happening here for the hot topic. It says, my sister wants me to be her surrogate. Am I wrong for not wanting to take on this huge responsibility? My sister wants me to be her surrogate. Am I wrong for not wanting to take on this huge responsibility? All right, so here goes. My sister wants me to be her surrogate. Am I wrong for not wanting to take on such a huge responsibility? A few weeks ago, my sister called me with a proposition. She's been struggling with infertility for years. And while I sympathize, what she asks completely blindsided me. I want you to be my surrogate, she said, like she was asking me to borrow a sweater. I was speechless. You want me to carry your child? Yes, she said, as if it was the most logical thing in the world. You have already had kids. You know how it works, and you're healthy. Plus, we're family. I told her I needed time to think about it. But she wasn't interested in waiting. She started pressuring me, calling me selfish when I hesitated. How can you say no? Don't you care about me? That's when I snapped. This is my body, not yours to rent out. Do you have any idea what you're asking me to do? This isn't like lending you money. It's 9 months of my life, my health, and my emotional well-being. She accused me of not loving her enough and hung up. Now she's telling her family that I'm refusing to help her in her time of need, and they're guilt-tripping me to reconsider. I feel terrible for her, but I can't set myself on fire to keep her warm. Does that make me a bad sister? All right, so that is the hot topic this evening. What's your take on the matter? 774-408-8860. 774-408-8860. That's the hot topic. We have 1 hour to deal with the matter. Call me 774-408-8860. 1 hour to deal with the matter. So this young lady is saying that her sister, she wants to find out if she is the bad person. The sister called her up. Hey, sis, how you doing? How you doing, sis? Can you be my surrogate? Sister was like, oh, what? Can I be your who? Yeah, just surrogate. It's no big deal. I just want you to carry a child for me for 9 months. What you say? And deal with that thing there for me. Sister was like, whoa, hold your horses. You're going a little bit too far. Pause for a moment. Let me think about what you're just asking me, because this one here is big. Can't just... Sister was like, what? You have to go think about that. You have baby already. You know what I mean? I have problems. So, we are family. Just help me out. I come go on like. She's like, you know what? You come demand me to do that. No man, I can't just She got big, sister got big, so I hung up. And then not only that, she tell family members now, say, yo, you know, say big sis now and do that thing there for me. She don't want to carry a little baby there for me. I mean, big deal. She want like it's a big deal. What's your take on the matter? 774-408-8860. What's your take on the matter? I think I should go into some Christmas carol that no, I'm going to some Christmas carol. Christmas. Let's go into Christmas Jamaican style. Oh yeah, Christmas Jamaican style. Seven 774-408-8860. What's your take on the matter? Do you believe that the sister was which one of them you're backing? Because it's two sisters, you know. She says she feels terrible for her. But she can't put herself through that right about now, so. What's your take? 774-408-8860. Yo, you are live on the radio. Good evening, good evening. How are you?
Mr. Whilby,
Yes, ma'am.
I wonder if that sister know what she's asking her sister to do.
She don't know. Me don't know if she probably don't know. Explain it to her for me.
Because I don't think she had ever had a child.
No, that's why she want a surrogate.
No, having my baby let the breath going stop. And the last one, they string me up. And if I didn't have the child certain time, they was going to take me to theater. Come on! Adopt one! Adopt!
Yeah, but
with all good wishes.
Yeah, but it's what it is. Miss Gloria, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, it's me.
Yeah, ma'am, Miss Gloria. All right, listen to this now. Sister supposed to help out sister, right?
Yeah, if you want the money to borrow, and if me want to borrow it and lend her.
Yeah, but you can't lend her a baby. You can't lend her a baby.
Or if you want somewhere to stay.
No, that is not what you want. No, she good where that is concerned.
She have to come stay with us. Fine,
She
I do all of that.
No, she have all of that already. She want a baby.
No.
You say you don't have a baby, could I get her?
When I'm having my baby, it's like I'm out of breath. And that amount of hours in pain. And the last one, which is preemie, they strung me up and the nurse said, me say, have your baby before the 2 o'clock nurse come. I have them at Jubilee. Because they're going to take me to theater if I can't have the premature baby. Come on. Adopt one. Merry Christmas. Tell her Merry Christmas.
All right. Thank you very much for that. All right. Cool. I tell you.
Christmas is a time for all to smile. There's no winter time. There's a sweet sunshine at Christmas Jamaican style. In the West, every Christmas is. We wish you a Christmas.
Hello, good evening. You're live on the radio.
A pleasant good evening to you, Chris, and to the radio listening audience.
Sister Pat,
Gloria,
how are you?
I hear you. I am truly blessed. How about yourself?
I one thing me no doing a Sister Pat, you know, so me no complain though.
I know, it's no good. Nobody wants to hear a complaint.
I don't complain at all. I give thanks, I don't complain.
That's right. Even in the cold air, it's cold. But you know what? I am in a nice apartment.
Yeah, man.
I have a roof over my head.
Oh, come on, preach it.
I am not one of the homeless out there in the street.
I tell you.
Because I can't take the cold, and I give God thanks. I say, Lord, in spite of the fact it's cold, I still give you thanks.
Yes.
I am in an enclosed environment, and I'm safe. Oh, me, what a blessing. Oh, wow.
True, man.
Yes.
True. Big time blessing, man.
Definitely. Oh, yes, I am alive. I am above ground. No matter what, I would like to live. I am above ground.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I give thanks.
Yeah, I like to say
Amen.
I am standing on top of my grave.
That's it. That's right.
as long as
Oh,
as long as I'm standing on top of my grave, all is well.
all is well. I'm telling you. Yes. The question, I did send you my response today. You got it?
Oh yes, I got that. Yeah, I was gonna read that later on, but like we
yes.
have your talk to, you know.
And believe you me, you know, that sister is selfish. Now, yes, indeed, I have heard of reports of mother being a surrogate for her daughter or another family member being a surrogate because the other person, you know, is unable to conceive. But folks don't understand the emotional ties when you have to give birth and end up giving it to the surrogate. The attachment is of such that you don't want to give up the child. We have heard of scenarios, you know, that has happened. You know, someone pay you to have a child, and then after the child, you say you bond with the child. Once you bond, you know, it's over. But I believe she's selfish in what she's doing to her sister. She could go somewhere else and pay a surrogate to have that child for her if she so desires. Why is she so head set on her sister doing it for her and then to bash her by telling her she's selfish? No,
Yeah.
that's not right. It's very unfair.
You
I
have
don't
some
think
family
she should
members
do
who
it.
feel entitled, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That is
they
so
feel
correct.
like because you
So
say
correct.
family, you know, they feel like you know they're entitled to do.
And
You're entitled to do stuff for them.
absolutely. And listen to the twist, too, that could happen. Is she using being a sperm donor from the husband to for artificial insemination to have that child, you know, injected into her sister? Because
that is a good question.
she could lose her husband.
Ah.
She could lose her husband if that
Oh Lord.
this is the flip side.
That's another.
If the person who she wants to have the child for her, it wouldn't just be her child, it would be the husband's child too. And the husband would probably take that child knowing that she's unable to have children. And that's going to be the end of the relationship right there. So she better be careful what she's asking someone to do, because it don't necessarily have to work. And if so be the case, go and adopt. There are so many children out there that, you know, need a nice home, you know, a comfortable parent. So maybe the husband is threatening her. These are different theories, you know, that pop up in my mind that I can think of. That to me they're also rational. But leave your sister alone. Stop pressuring her. You know what who she reminds me of? Remember the story with Jacob, Rachel, and Leah? You know, Jacob worked 14 years to get Rachel. He loved Rachel from the very get-go, but he was strict when the father Laban allowed him to marry lazy Leah. And Leah was pushing out babies like crazy. And Rachel couldn't have any children up until when she had about the sixth child. She still was not having any children for Jacob. And so we have to be careful sometimes what we ask for.
Yes,
we might very well get what we ask for, and then we regret it. We regret what we asked for. My gosh.
Yeah,
But,
it's one of those things, huh?
Yep, I just wanted to give my little input on
Yes,
the story.
man, and I do
Yep.
appreciate it, Sister Pat. I really do.
Okay, sure, definitely no.
All right. Thank you very
bye-bye
much.
now. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a dance New Year. Great tidings, naughty Jane.
774-408-8860. 774-408-8860. We're still in the hot topic. We're still in that zone. Still in the hot topic zone. So you can give me a call. You can give me a shout out. What's your take? What's your take on the matter? What if the sister? Let me play the devil's advocate here. Sister want a baby, right? No big deal, you know what I mean? She want to finance for her family too. Other sister don't have babies already. So she say, yeah, set me up, no man. Yeah, man, set me up and I need a baby too. What's wrong with the sister giving her a baby? What wrong with that? Sister no want to do it and she say, yo, you're selfish, you know, sis. You can't. 774-408-8860. 774-408-8860. Oh, by the way, you can also send me an email. You can send me an email for the response, yeah. info@caribbeanvibesradio.com. info@caribbeanvibesradio.com. Or you can send me a WhatsApp message at 508-762-7621. 508-762-7621. 508-762-7621. You know, by the way, that is the easiest number for anybody to. I've had that number, that 762 number forever. You know what I mean? It's been a very, very long time since I've had that number. I think close to 20 years. 508-762-7621. It's the easiest number to remember. 508-762-7621. Everybody always said, when I give that number, people always say, weird, it's how you get this number. Yeah, it was just luck. I honestly didn't choose that number. It was just sheer luck. And I was just like, you know what? This number is going to come in handy one day, you know. That was just years ago. And oh boy, I'd never give up that number for anything. It's the Chris Whilby Show, the international show with a Jamaican vibe. Right here on the Big Bad Station, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. www.caribbeanvibesradio.com. That's Caribbean with a K. For those of you tuning in for the very first time, run on over to the YouTube channel. Subscribe. Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Caribbean with a K. Caribbean Vibes, VIBEZ Radio Network. We cover the globe like no one else can.
Because I'm coming C is for Christmas, the season of good cheer. H is for happiness, to last you through the years. R is for respect, that each and all should show. In this holy season, wherever you may go. I is for indulgence, to know how far to go. S is for Santa Claus, the children all do know. T is for toys, for little girls and boys. Around the world, wherever they be, he'll find them joyfully. M is for manger, the place where he was born. A is for angels who watch from dusk till dawn. S is for star that led three men from afar. And remembering these, we hope you'll see a very Merry Christmas wherever you may be. Is for Christmas, the season of good cheer. H is for happiness, to last you through the years. R is for respect.
This is, for me, this topic is a simple one, I would say, in terms of my response about it. I don't think that she's a bad sister. Carrying a child is a lot. And it's a lot of work. It takes a lot on the body. People die in childbirth. There can be complications. You can go through childbirths and not come out the same way. And she's right. It is a lot on her health, her emotional well-being. Your hormones are all over the place. It takes a toll on the body. So I don't believe that she's being a bad sister for saying or thinking that she doesn't want to do that. Because it's a lot to consider. And I think that the sister calling her and just expecting an answer like almost immediately is inconsiderate. And that's just, to me, I think that sister is selfish, to be quite honest. She's only thinking about her needs of wanting a child and not thinking of her sister, and how that can impact her sister's life. So I do think that as for the younger sister here, I don't believe she's being a bad sister. I don't believe that she's being insensitive. Yeah, it's tough. Okay, you can't have a child, yeah, that's tough. However, expecting your sister to just up and do that for you isn't okay either. You can ask, you can ask the question, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get what you're asking for. So I do think that for that piece of things, that wasn't cool. At least, give her some time to say, hey, I know you have to think about this because I know it's a lot. And if you decide not to do it, I understand, and things like that, but I just think that expecting her to just go ahead and do that is kind of insane. Because having a child is a lot. There's a lot that goes into that. So that's my 2 cents on that. I hope everyone is enjoying the show and having a good night.
In this time and age, it is so important that we understand what it means to set in healthy boundaries. And sometimes these healthy boundaries mean that there's some family members that you're just going to have to cut off, okay? Because they feel entitled and they feel as though they have a right. Okay, they have certain rights that they really don't have. Now, here's the thing. First of all, it is not easy for a woman to carry a child. You understand? I know for myself, with all 4 of my children, I was severely sick. I was in and out of the hospital for my first trimester. I was sick. I came down so scared. skinny. Even when I wasn't eating, I was throwing up. I was so weak. You understand? And so between my OBGYN trying to make certain that I stay alive to carry this child, he was also trying to make certain that my children stayed alive and was born healthy. Then there is after the baby is born, and then the whole emotional roller coaster that comes with having a child afterwards, because your hormones and everything is out of whack. Here's this sister, she's not even asking a favor, she is making a demand because she feels as so, because she is a sibling, it's her right, she's entitled, and that is just so wrong. This young lady right now needs to put distance and separation between her and that sister and every other family member who is taking sides with that sister. You think it's easy to be walking around being pregnant and to go through the whole life and death situation of bringing forth a baby. You understand? That sister has never had a child before, so she has no idea what it entails. And for her to come and make such a demand, she didn't ask, she was demanding. She told her, I want you to be my surrogate. That's a statement, that's not a request. You understand? And it's a very entitled request. It's almost like you owe me this because we're a sister. What? At this point, this young lady needs to understand, no, she is not being selfish. That's like asking somebody to take out one of their kidneys and give it to you. That's like asking somebody to give me a half of your lung or something. You understand? No. That's not how it works. So what she needs to do right now, since they've all decided to take sides with the other sister, I would cut every last one of them off. You hear me? Boundaries. You guys are not allowed to call me. I have nothing more to say to you guys. Healthy boundaries, and she should not feel guilty about it. I applaud her for taking a stand and saying, hell no, it's not her body for her sister to rent whenever time she feels like it. What? Cut that sister off. That's what you call healthy boundaries. Cut her and anybody else who's siding with, cut all of them off. All of them need cut off instantly, effective, immediately. No more access.
When me take a breathe, me a feet drop to God by me knee. When me take a breathe, me can't believe the thing me I see. When me take a breathe, when me take a breathe, me see the world, yeah, I want to flee. When me take a breathe, young girl of the hottest hairstyle and can't buy diaper for the big me. When me take a breathe, politician want more property while the poor can't buy a cup of tea. When me take a breathe, no heart. It's a word like a word for Europe and make money. When me take a breathe, the only man the Christian bow to and Jesus son of the Almighty. Yo! So me take a breathe, then another look. Then me take another steer straight in the holy book. Me see why God wrath till the place shook. Come and worship anything, come. Quote, Twitter and Facebook. Me not just sight. Sometimes me wonder if me I am a right. Do the plan that out from your tongue white. And if you want more for me, your skin man a right. When me take a breathe, me can't believe the thing that me see. When me take a breathe, me a fi buck down on me knee. And when me take a breathe, me can't believe the thing that me see. When me take a breathe, where we go? I want to them youth, yeah. Them not sister, them a mash up them future. I shed blood like butcher. Help me do ya. I'm going in. God, the youth them not take no time. Eagle fly out and pick bull bar. Mama, I'm ready to make funeral talk. They buy the grave over me moral bar. God, them not take no time. Eagle fly out and pick bull bar. Mama, I'm ready to make funeral talk. They buy the room over me moral bar. Them say, inna the road them a step by night. Skull hot, like them have the white night. Say them a bad people with the bullet all night. And if you this, yo, them will let you inna the you're not learning. So me have to tell you this. Badness and no style with glamour and dicks and no clothes. Like a brick on brain fit, shut a quit.
So right now we're gonna go into the written comments. We're gonna go into the written comments.
They buy the grave over me moral power. God, them not take no time. hammer, na make funeral talk. The Bible prove over memorial talk. Yo, chicken berry that be the judgment of that. Where you swore well that you want to young. Inna the web of deception you tangle. No eye not a powder, no carry, no candle. Can't free you from the government bank. Let go the blade 'cause of them have been.
Going into the written comments right about now. Chantel says, I didn't hear a question being asked of her sister. I heard a request. I want you to be my surrogate. That's what me talk about. If it was still, there wasn't a question there. There was more like a demand. And let me tell you something. That is not the same as saying, hi sis, can I ask you something? Now, I know this is a huge ask, but just wanted to know if you would do me the biggest favor and consider being a surrogate for me. At which time it is her choice whether she say yes or no. Sherry says, sister can go forth and multiply over this. So Faye says, I wouldn't be doing it. I know for a fact my mind and body will be thinking this baby I'm carrying is mine, and to give it away, nah. Joe says, have you got any brothers? As apparently men can give birth these days. What the heck? I didn't see that one coming at all. The chances of me helping her after the nonsense conversation puts either proposition on the same level of likelihood.
Like a pregnant woman pain. You would have to follow them and make me run turn. Calling the people we are concerned. So you be stand firm. In a Jesus, we be the light.
Jennifer says, would never consider it. The answer is no.
Poor class. Poor class. After me no blind, me no own a glass. Them no check for the poor class. So for Jesus, we a vote for the next election. Anytime I vote again. This is a public announcement, please arise. If you want like we advise, casting is a report.
Yvonne says, no, it doesn't. Please don't let anyone put pressure on you to do this. It sounds like you are giving it some thought. Before making a decision, please seek counseling. Linda Lou says, no, it certainly doesn't make you bad. I think it is very sad when people try to manipulate family with guilt trips. This is a major undertaking, and if you are not happy or comfortable with it, don't do it or be coerced or bullied into doing it. Full stop. Nope, you're not a bad sister. No one has the right to make you carry belly. Coming from Monica. Do they still call it Monica? Or it's now called Monica. Lady says, the only person I would have considered this for is my daughter. Anyone speaks to you about it again, whether male or female, say, you do it and hang up. You do it and hang up. Don't let the conversation get to guilt tripping you. It's always those who are not doing it that want to pressure others into it, no matter what the issue is. Michael says, crazy. It's unreasonable for the sister to insist that you be the surrogate. It's unfair. Charlene says, I've always said I'd consider surrogacy if someone close and dear to me required it. We're not the same though, so the lady shouldn't be feeling pressured to help if she doesn't want to do it.
High voltage and we can't get enough. But they got the buzz, but they got the buzz. You be the outlet, I am the club. But they got the buzz, but they got the buzz. High voltage and we can't get enough. But they got the buzz, but they got the buzz. Cause me got it flip like a face of drug.
Cause your love is electric, so electric. I don't want to ever be disconnected. You make my heart jump and give me goosebumps like this. You make my heart race, make my heart race. Increase my pulse and make me start brain. It's a good thing that me not a hard game. You make me know. Your love is electric, so electric. I don't want to ever be disconnected. You make my heart jump and give me goosebumps like. You make my heart race, make my heart race. Increase my pulse and make me start brain. So fast pace and it is a hard race. You make me know.
Send shock with shoe against it all. They can't break me down like decimal. I shine my light like festival. Wanna go home extraterrestrial. My God is at our end. Always by our side, our friend. On him I'll always depend. Up to the time current like forward gen.
Yo, when we say buzz, we don't mean light here. Jesus Christ is spark the plug right here. One touch and I'm up for the night here. Thanks for the sacrifice, the tongue white here. Thank you for the grace and the love. Thanks for the hope and life from above. Thanks for the truth that just can't dissolve. Like game show, we wait for the buzz. You got the buzz, high voltage and me can't get enough. Cause they got the buzz, cause they got the buzz. No force code can get me to budge. Cause your love is electric, so electric. I don't want to ever be disconnected. You make my heart jump and give me goosebumps like. You make my heart race, make my heart race. Increase my pulse and make me start brain. It's a good thing that me not a hard game. You make me know. Your love is electric, so electric. I don't want to ever be disconnected. You make my heart jump and give me goosebumps like. You make my heart race, make my heart race. Increase my pulse and make me start brain. So fast pace and it is a hard race. You make me know.
Your love is running through my body, and I love the thrill. Been electrified so long ago, but I love it still. No shot, so deep, cause this love is ready.
Like I want to enjoy this feeling, looking for 100 million.
And I ain't going back. Take my heart, my mind, my soul. And I ain't going back.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna stop, never gonna let you go. Only give thanks and praise for the love that I know. Jehovah, you are my everything, so me give thanks for this life that I'm living in. No more I'm caught up in the world of sin, even though sometimes you catch me when I'm falling. But like the palm trees blowing at the breeze, you can't break them with ease, you only wobble and bend. Just like a true soldier, me never faint. Give thanks for your strength, oh yeah. Lord, I've never, ever known a love like this before. Yes, you are my savior, provider. In you I'm blessed, I'm sure. Never gonna give you up, never gonna stop, never gonna let you go. Only give thanks and praise for the love that I know. There's the fire, make it never stop. Say the truth all around the world, over the streets. One drop, now make nobody put you in a box. Time now to separate the sheep from the fox and live your life to the fullest. Watch out for them religious people with them religious bullets. Yo, live your life and make it flow, cause only Jah know. Lord, I've never, ever known a love like this before. Yes, you are my savior, provider. In you I'm blessed, I'm sure. Never gonna give you up, never gonna stop, never gonna let you go. Only give thanks and praise for the love that I know.
I know the world what we live are built on pagan philosophies, living in an age of man-made ideologies. Deceive the people cause God them no promises. We must all make all human artists, even strategies. Living in satanic secret societies. Corrupt the faith that we have in the Almighty. Preach the word but be them no want it. And they wonder why the youth them so want it. Flowers and roses.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's an urgent manhunt for United Healthcare CEO's killer in what police say was a targeted attack. I'm going to play that clip for you right now.
Authorities spotted on this surveillance video shooting and killing Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare. Police said it was no accident.
Every indication is that this was a premeditated, pre-planned, targeted attack.
The gun appears to have a silencer and jammed. When the shooter cleared it, police say he fired again.
From watching the video, it does seem that he's proficient in the use of firearms, as he was able to clear the malfunctions pretty quickly.
All units be advised in regards to a confirmed male shot in the confines of Midtown North.
Police say it was around 6:45 a.m. Wednesday when the suspect, pictured at a Starbucks before the shooting, gunned down Thompson as he was walking alone into the Hilton for an investors conference. And in new video overnight, the shooter seen here about 20 minutes before the shooting.
They're looking for a male about 5 feet 10 inches in height, cream-colored jacket, black mask, black gloves.
This eyewitness snapping a picture of the suspect as he fled.
I was shocked, and I afraid that he could shoot me too.
By the time police arrived, the suspect had run off and hopped a bicycle to get away. Detectives now working to determine whether he had pre-positioned that bike close by. New video overnight showing the suspect pedaling his bike on the Upper West Side. Officers found the 50-year-old insurance executive and father of 2 collapsed on the sidewalk. Did he have any known enemies or anyone that you've been able to find so far?
We're reaching out to law enforcement in Minnesota, and we're also interviewing his co-workers and family members to see if there have been any specific threats against him in the past.
To have a pillar of the community in New York, admittedly, for a stockholder meeting, to be gunned down on the street is just so foreign.
Even as the leader of a large corporation, Thompson did not have a security team with him. Investigators say they found shell casings with writing on them, including the words deny, defend, and depose. They also say they found a cell phone, granola bar wrappers, and a water bottle they believe are linked to the shooter. This brazen assassination-style killing coming at the height of the holiday season while New York is packed with tourists for the nearby lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. The NYPD increased patrols and security in the subways.
Day to day in New York is really scary, and I think that everyone here is doing their part to make sure that we have a safe event here.
A family is now grieving this loss. Thompson's wife, Paulette, telling ABC News, "We are shattered to hear about the senseless killing of our beloved Brian. Brian was an incredibly loving, generous, talented man who truly lived life to the fullest and touched so many lives." The writings on those shell casings, Diane, give investigators some indication that perhaps this shooting resulted from a grudge, either against Thompson himself, United Healthcare in particular, or the insurance industry writ large. Think about those words, deny, defend, depose. Those are words associated with the insurance industry, and an indication that not only was this perhaps, as the police have said, premeditated because it's so painstaking to write on the bullets, but also a killing that appears to have been deeply personal. A frantic manhunt for the man authorities spot.
I hope they find the killer, but one of the things that that struck me today when I was listening to the and following the whole thing on social media is how it is when some high-profile guy gets killed. All the resources are deployed, and they're going to look under every rock to find this killer, which they should. I have no problem with them finding the killer and bringing him to justice. The issue that I have is why it is that they can spare all these resources for these high-profile killers. Well, all of the people who got killed yesterday, the day before, and last week in New York City, and we don't hear squat about those. So the question I want to ask is, are these people's lives more important than all the other lives that are being taken in the country? Why are we hearing so much about it? Why? And I don't want it to sound as if I am senseless. I'm not senseless is the word, insensitive rather. I don't want people to think that I'm insensitive because, the guy is dead and we're now talking about, the broadcast of his death. But there are thousands of people who are killed every day, and it doesn't get a snippet of coverage. You know, but this guy gets killed and it's wall-to-wall coverage, non-stop. I tell you, them say donkeys of the world are level, don't you? All right, we're gonna go back to some Christmas carol. We're gonna go back to some Christmas carol, and that's gonna take us out of here. I'm in the Christmas mood. I am in the Christmas mood. I am in the Christmas mood. Jacob Killer Miller. Oh boy, I tell you. Let's see if we can bring that back. Bring it up.
This song's been out to all the rent man, them, trade boat man, all kind of house man. Can you imagine this Christmas rain?
Oh boy, I don't know. The Christmas girl, them don't want to play. And this is where we take our leave of you for another Thursday. I want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you. Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music. Still on a big station. Big up yourself, everybody. Thank you, Driller Massive. Big up on yourself. You know me loving, all right? Caribbean Vibes Radio Massive. Cape Cod Massive. Don't forget to tune in every weekday morning right here on the Big Bad Station, www.caribbeanvibesradio.com. The Caribbean with a K for Julia Meikle Benaya with the Morning Connection, 8 o'clock. And of course, the Chris Wilby Show every Thursday, starting at 8 p.m. Lady D Denise Gomez, she is on twice weekly. Lady D Denise Gomez. On a Monday, you can catch her from 5 o'clock until 7 o'clock. on a Thursday from 6 until 8. Don't forget to check her out on a Saturday morning for the Saturday morning runnings on the YouTube channel. Inside the Zone YouTube channel, alright? The weekend is up on us, but Julia would say the strong end. Take care of your beautiful, beautiful selves, ladies and gentlemen. Always remember that you're like champagne and do not let anybody treat you like beer. With that said, I am out of here. Adios, amigos. Well, good.
Santa Claus, do you ever wonder why we celebrate?